has been really excited for this episode. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club.
In the last episode, Yuri
bit my finger.
In this episode, it's the day of the festival.
It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayuri. But Sayuri isn't answering her phone. I consider going to her house to wake her up, but I decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up and take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way about Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend more time with Sayuri and Yuri at the festival. I want to make sure this was recording. But no, oh no. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Oh my god. This pose still gets me.
Do you want me to do Monica? Because we're really just talking to her in this scene.
Okay, fine.
Game Dog, you're the first one here. Thanks for being so early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing a little booklet on each of our desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on a day that's important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take responsibility for her, Game Dog. I mean, especially if you exchange you had with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, don't you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. You probably know a lot more than I think.
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they're really nice. Sometimes something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during her practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. What?
Get out of my head, get out of my head,
get out of my head?
Scroll down, I think you can scroll down a bit. Get out of my head,
Is this where it gets creepy?
Get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love this poem. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head!
Are there jump scares in this? Why is there a percentage sign up here randomly?
Let's go on a bit more.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Game Dog, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
oh, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Turn up the volume a bit. I really like the music that's going to come up soon.
Are there jump scares in this?
We'll have to find out.
Oh no. Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out from after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her feel happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking her phone up either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, she's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would that really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me... Why are you smiling?
I'm sorry.
She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh my goodness! I didn't expect that. Tell them what'd that say on the left?
That was their logo.
Oh. An exception has occurred. Hold up. What the hell? The hell? This is a nightmare. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way it can be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. That text in the top left, I think I did hear somewhere you need to break into the game's files sometime, and you've been telling me not to break into the game's files.
Characters are deleted from this game. By who, I'm not gonna say.
Like, straight up deleted? Yep. Okay, hold up. Okay, I suppressed my urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori that I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How can I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swimming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like I've always has been, then I could have prevented this. I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can just reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed for me, and now I can never take it back. Never, never, never. So that's the first ending.
Let's go back to the title screen.
Wait, what the... Ah!
How do we go start the game again?
What the heck?
You want to load...
I love how it's the same music.
Let's load that game. Come on.
Load it?
Let's get in the game.
What is this option?
I don't know. Want to try it out?
I'm a little worried. What?
Come on,
is this the game or did something mess up?
Let's play the game, Adam. Come on.
I can't read that. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the... Oh, her text is messed up, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Adam.
Wait. That girl is... Yeah, it is. You know the kind of friend you've never seen yourself today. However, I just sighted an idol in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh my... What the heck? Wait. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends, groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't... I've seen this text before. Is there a way to skip text you've already seen? I think I saw that
Something's gonna happen, Adam. Something's gonna happen.
Something happens?
Something
okay.
different's gonna happen.
Besides, most of them would probably be way too determined. I'm just gonna skip this until I see
Game
something.
Dog.
Oh my goodness. Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally... Is she your childhood friend now?
No, she's still Monica. She's just Monica.
Okay, you want to read this?
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do not know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies for my club. Do you know that if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really, you quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand the politics around the major clubs.
We've seen this too.
It feels like they're arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take some personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In what case you decided to join?
I'm actually starting a new one. A literature club.
Oh my goodness. Literature. Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for someone that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps manga collection in her club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she?
Hey, Game Dog. By any chance, are you still looking for clubs to join?
I mean, I guess so, but they just rewrote this, but with one less character.
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but could you at very least visit my club? It'll make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Game Dog. You know that.
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go, then?
Look for material...
I'll look for materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit because generally used for third-year classes and activities. Let's see.
I'm back!
I might start skimming this at this point. I brought the guest with me.
Yeah?
Whoa. That messes my eyes. Like, A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy?
I'll voice Monica and you.
Which of these 2 do you want to voice now? Because there's an even number of characters now.
I'll voice Monica and Yuri.
Okay. So I'm still voicing the little girl character. Would it kill the atmosphere?
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Game Dog.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her smile figure... Wait.
Her small figure?
No. Do we recognize Yuri? Does this iteration... This is like many worlds right now.
No.
Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Game Dog in his classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Well, wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance? Oh, hey, Talon's playing Age of Empire 2 HD Edition.
Hey, Talon, better timing this time.
I should click on that. If you click on that, you can have a chat with him. You can, like, message him. I can go, like, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I forgot that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, it should at least make some tea, right? I should at least make some tea, right?
I'm gonna go into settings. I'm gonna skip unseen. Wait. How does this work?
I actually don't know how this part works.
Okay, we'll deal with that later. Yeah, that would be great.
Why don't you come sit down, Game Dog?
The girl with a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I have a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you don't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
Oh, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of their effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals much more important. I'm confident we can grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. I want to try something. How I'm assuming this works is the second I... Oh, I guess it doesn't work yet. Okay. What I was thinking is, like, you go to here, and then it'll skip everything that isn't unseen text. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two.
Well, darn.
Okay, maybe I won't do that again, because that was a lot of text. Sure. Let's see what the special poem is. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergent... I can't scroll past... What? Wait.
Alright, time to write more poems.
I'm gonna turn... Okay, fine. So it's just 2 of them now?
What are you talking about? There's always been 2 of them.
Aaron!
What are you talking about, Adam?
I'm gonna keep going all in with her. Actually, with her out of the way, I might be able to just go all in with her. Never mind.
Why'd you do shopping?
I don't know! Memories. No! There we go. Nope. Oh my goodness.
Massacre, probably.
Massacre? Okay, fine. Wait, why'd you jump for sadness?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fine.
Hi again, game dog.
Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Okay, I guess.
Oh.
Whatever.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Wait, oh.
Thanks for keeping your promise, game dog.
What happened to her face?
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
I won't do that skip trick again just because I want to see these weird effects.
Making you dive headfirst into literature club is not accustomed to it.
Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already have to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take it as seriously, then you won't see the end of it. No, I can't read that!
Monica, what are you doing?
I think you messed up the layering there. Can you read that?
Manga!
Kazuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Nazuki plops behind her into the seat. I'm sorry,
game dog. We'll make sure you put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Nasuki with a disappointing glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say I'd say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean that like, if you really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
That's not true, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So if even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. I'm going to skip some of this, because we've clearly seen this before. Yeah, this is the short read. Discuss it if you want it. I need to figure out how that skip works.
We've gone quiet. Alright, so...
So this is interesting so far. I think she knows me looking at her. So this is interesting so far.
Oh, definitely.
Does it get weirder?
It may.
Oh, whoa. And please stop me if you start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
Well, that's true.
Aaron, what would you do? What would you prefer I do? Do you want to read all this again, or do you want to play around the skip some more?
We can just skim through it if the text looks familiar.
Okay, I won't do that option again, I promise, because that looked really weird and I wanted to see what it looked like. I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Oh.
You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I want you to do. It's just something I'm not very used to. It's that reading in company with someone. I
see. Well, just tell me if it ends up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. If I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, it's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
What? Oh my goodness. You're just, you really like to apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Aha. Hey, this should work, right? I slid my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
I'm surprised this isn't messed up at all. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left... Yeah. We've seen what this graphic is all about.
You never know when it's gonna happen.
I don't want to skip again. Her face recedes when she smiles. Did you notice that?
A little.
Yuri stands up, practically rushing out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Game dog. Oh, wait.
I think you just skipped over some stuff. Oh,
Something just happened just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say. Are you worried about her? No, not really. Wait, this is the same thing that happened earlier, but with Yuri now. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Aren't you reading Monica?
Oh, I guess I am.
Okay.
I'm just so used to reading her. Yuri just does that sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
If you say so. Anyway, why don't we start...
Poems.
We share poems now. Show me the way for Yuri.
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess that's asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where we left off in the book and slip it into my bag. Okay, only 2 this time around.
You're doing Monica.
You want me to voice Monica?
Oh wait, no, I'm doing Monica. Never mind, I'll just voice her.
Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort.
Hi, Game Dog. Have you had a good time so far?
Yes.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I am more settled in.
Anyway, would you like to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Game Dog. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of the barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Game Dog. I was gonna say ooh in my head while reading it. But it's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to take everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Something I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that in a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get an impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends most of her time in her own head. She's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of her kindness. But I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think she got too stimulated. Okay.
Suddenly the door's open.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm just more glad you took the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, it's 'cause I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
I think...
Okay, hold on. This one looks normal. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically... my goodness, one moment.
We've been doing this for like 2 hours.
This might be the last episode.
For today, yes.
But it wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced out at my shoulders, or my surroundings, but my buried eyes can no longer see color. And there are others in this room. Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air, I believe, dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask about feedback.
Oh, it's okay. I think my style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poets have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. And that...
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. But I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone gets to know everyone is better friends with each other anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you write poems or a story, your brain gets too fixed on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just focus on yourself, get something down on paper, and tidy it up later. Another way to think, if you just get your pen on the same spot for too long, it'll just... Yeah, you can just go. She's just giving her same advice. Thanks for listening. Do you want to stop the episode here and get the other poems later?
I think I'll stop it here. Well, this has gotten interesting. I can't wait to see where else it goes. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.